Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you can still hear me loud and clear. Let me admit all the students and then we can start. Beta, please leave a feedback on the lecture. The lecture is being recorded too. Anishpa, admit. Okay, I think that's it. I should now finally continue with the lesson. First thing first, reading is really important. So I'll read the paragraph. I'll read it paragraph wise because, obviously, in that way, it will be easier for you to understand it. Please pay attention with every line that I read. Okay? You have to underline important dates, underline important places, underline important names that are given in your, you see, uh, book. If you don't have book, you can take a screenshot of the screen. uh, Saida Mehlaj wants to meet us. Welcome, Saida Mehlaj. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Varda Pirzada is here now. Please, beta, make sure that when I get take a gap, I want you people to be there, waiting for me to sign in again, so that I can admit you all once at a time, because it's really very time taking if I admit you people one by one in the middle of the lecture. It disturbs the lecture. It actually wastes the time. If you want to ask anything, you may write it in the chat. I'll read the chat. I make sure that I read every message in the end, and the chat, it, uh, you know it gets saved. So even if I don't read your messages now, I'll read it later. Okay, so the first paragraph is Abdullah Ikram is here. Abdullah Behlim, I believe. Let's see the waiting room. Admit all. Okay, we are done with this. Let's now finally start with the lesson. This window is a trouble actually. I don't know how to erase it. If you know that, please let me know through the chat option. Okay. Thank you in advance for the help. Has Okay, so Varda Pirzada is again here. Welcome, Varda. Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, the Prophet of Islam, was born in 571 AD at Mecca. Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born in the year, which year? 571 AD at Mecca. Where was he born? He was born at Mecca. He belonged to the noble family of Quraysh. Noble means respectable, Izzadar. He belonged to the noble family of Quraysh. You should underline this date, underline this noble family of Quraysh thing, because this is important. They ask you this in, you know, your objectives in form of MCQs, or they may ask you this in form of question, or they may ask you this in form of fill up the blank thing. So it's really important that you know all these information given uh, to be, you know, able to flare in your exams nicely. Our holy prophet, peace be upon him, is the last of the prophets. Our holy prophet, peace be upon him, is the last of the prophets. The Quraysh used to worship idols and did not believe in one God. When we write God with a capital letter, it means we are referring to Allah Ta'ala. And when we write God with a small letter, it means we are referring to all the false gods that people have, you know, themselves created. They used to is an idiomatic phrase. They may ask you to use it in your own sentence. Underline this phrase as well. The Quraysh used to worship idols and did not believe in one God. Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, asked the Quraysh not to worship their false gods. He told them that he was prophet of God and asked them to worship the one and the only true God. Every pronoun and every noun and every adjective that refers to Allah Ta'ala is written with a capital letter. And this is the only case when we do that. Okay? And this is the first lecture. That's why I'm going into detail and letting you know how you're going to study. But from the later lectures, I'm not going to go in that much detail. You have to know how you're going to study. You have to understand the lecture and then pay all those, you know, minute attentions to them yourself while you are reading it yourself at your homes. Okay? Is that clear? Most of them refused is to say to reject. Most of them refused to accept Islam. Most of Quraysh, it refused to accept Islam. They thought they that by preaching Islam he was against their gods and their ancestors. Please notice this time gods has been written with a small letter. They opposed this new faith, and their bitter opposition cost the prophet much agony and a lot of trouble. The opposition to Islam became so fierce and terrible that who had to? The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, that he had to ask the believers to migrate to Medina. Due to the bitter opposition of Quraysh against Holy Prophet and Islam, Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, asked his believers to migrate to Medina. Okay? And when did he migrate to Medina? In 200 and 622 AD. In 622 AD, the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself, please somebody solve this issue of this, you know, window thing. I'll be really thankful to you for that. Okay, but I can figure out is when I hold this yellow part, it erases itself. Anyway, in 622 AD, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, himself, accompanied by his faithful friend Hazrat Abu Bakr, migrated to Medina. Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, he migrated to Medina along with his faithful friend Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Underline this, it's also important. And this event of migration, this event is known in history as the Hijrah. This event of migration from Makkah to Medina in history is known as Hijrah. Now, the questions that they may ask you from this very paragraph are: when and where was our Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, born? What family did he belong to? And we already know, because you have underlined it, because you have listened to me carefully, because you have read it yourself carefully, you already know that Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, was born in 571 AD in Makkah. When and where? In the year 571. Where? In Makkah. Some historians are people who study history or who write history. Some historians, they say that he was born in 570 AD. He belonged to the noble family of Quraysh. What family did he belong to? He belonged to the noble family of Quraysh. This is how your answers are to be composed. They should be to the point. They should be informative. They should be, they should answer all the things which are asked in the question. Your answers should not exceed more than 4 lines. And that is it. You don't have to write irrelevant details. You have to be to the point. But your everything that is asked should be answered. The next question is, what did the Quraysh worship? What did the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, say to them? The Quraysh worshipped idols and called them their gods. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, told them not to worship their false gods. He told them to worship the one and the only true God. What was the reaction of Quraysh to Prophet's preachings? There wouldn't be an apostrophe, I'm sorry for that. Why did the Quraysh oppose him? And you already know the answer. They opposed the new faith, and most of them refused to accept Islam. That was their reaction to the preachings. They thought that he was against their gods and their ancestors. They wanted to carry on worshipping idols. They did not want to believe in what the Holy Prophet had preached them. Fourth question from this paragraph is, why did the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, ask the believers to migrate to Medina? Did in this question ask in the, did and ask in the question will, uh, you know, give you a hint that you're going to use ask in the answer, and you should not write ask in the answer to this question. The opposition to Islam became so fierce and terrible day by day. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, asked the believers to migrate to Medina. They were in great trouble and agony in Makkah. Next question is, what is meant by Hijrah? It's a really important question. And we already know that in 1622, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, himself migrated to Medina. This event is known in history as Hijrah. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq accompanied him to Medina. Now I'll move on to the second paragraph. The second paragraph is, admit whom Ahmad Farooqi wants to enter. Okay. In Medina, no, first I'll want you people to know the difficult words, and if you want to, write their meaning somewhere in your notebook, extra notebook that you've had, you people can, you see, write them down. To found something means to base something. Kaim karna. Principles are regulations, rules, and this principle is written with LES in the end. It means a soul. Then we have this word chattel. It's chattel. It means an item or a property. Mal o mata, something that you can give or take, you know, um, as money, as property, something not alive. And that is it. These are all the difficult words in this paragraph. In Medina, the Prophet, peace be upon him, founded an Islamic society. In Medina, the Prophet, peace be upon him, founded an Islamic society. And that society that Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, founded was based on three principles. Based on three principles. That first principle is, all power belongs to God. All power belongs to God. Second principle is Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his prophet. Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his prophet. And third principle is that all Muslims are brothers to one another. These are the three principles that the Islamic society that the Holy Prophet founded was based on. He raised mean uthana, women from the status of a chattel, women from the status of a chattel to complete legal equality with men. Women had no respect. They were not considered human. They were considered a property item. And Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in the Islamic society that he based in Medina, he raised women. He raised their respect in that society that he created. Okay. Then what he did, he made people to live with faith, sincerity, honest and honest dealings. And for the first time in history, made universal human brotherhood, universal human brotherhood, a fact and principle of common law. This was also a principle, and that happened for the first time. He made all the humans around the world brothers to each other. And in all these things, in all these, you know, in all this work, Holy Prophet's support and guide in all the work was the Quran. Everything that he taught was from Quran. He didn't do anything on his own. Everything that he did was either asked to him by Allah or written in the Quran. So let's move on to the question answers from this lesson. On what three principles did the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, found an Islamic society in Medina? We have discussed the three principles already. He founded an Islamic society in Medina on the following three principles: that all power belongs to Allah. Second is the Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his prophet. Third is all the Muslims are brothers to one another. Second question is, what did Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, do for women? See, this word is usually mispronounced. It's women, women, not woman or woman. It's women. The women were considered as a chattel. He made them legally equal with men. He raised their respect. The third paragraph. In the 10th year of Hijrah, the Prophet, together with his followers, went to perform Hajj at Makkah. That was the first time and the last time he performed Hajj. And when did he perform Hajj? In the 10th year of Hijrah. This is also important, underline it. On this historic occasion, he address mean khatab karna, to talk to a large gathering officially. He addressed a very large gathering of Muslims on Mount, which means a small hill, of Arafat. He addressed a large gathering of Muslims on Mount Arafat. This address proved to be his last Hajj sermon, 10th year of Hijrah, and the last Hajj sermon that he delivered. In this sermon, he once again repeated the message of Islam. He actually gave a summary of all his teachings, of all his preachings that he had been giving throughout his, his tenure of preaching, I should say. He said, what did he say? He said, there is no God except Allah. He is the only God. None shares his authority and power. He fulfilled his promise, Allah fulfilled his promise and helped his prophet against the forces of evil. Questions that may they raise from these um, you know paragraph are: what did the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, say about the unity of God in the last sermon? Unity here means to be one. He said that there is no God except Allah. He is the only God. None shares his authority and power. Every pronoun that we're using for Allah Ta'ala will be used with a capital letter, will be written with a capital letter. Is that clear? Then we have the fourth paragraph. We have 5 paragraphs altogether in this book. See, this is it, fourth and fifth paragraph. I will explain fourth and the fifth paragraph. No, let's continue it. I was planning to, you know, explain them in the next lesson, but let's continue it. I have to give you 10 more minutes for discussion and marking your attention. So should we continue it in the next class and give you time to, thoroughly read the paragraphs that we have studied today and, give due time to these paragraphs? I think we should end it here. In the next lesson, we will also discuss, the MCQs related to this lesson. And I'll give you some tips about solving board examination and studying for board examination in the next paragraph as well. So Beta, why don't you take a screenshot? Salman, take a screenshot. If you don't copy the question and answers, I'll give you those questions in form of a handout, in form of assignment to be done in your copies. But for now, because your copies are not printed yet, they are not available, you will not be given a written assignment. Once you're given the written assignments, you'll get the question and answers, to be done in your neat copies. So don't worry about it. Don't copy anything for now. It's all right. Okay, I will, need you people to stop doing everything that you're doing. I want you people to, call your attendance first. And the way of calling your attendance is to write present with your class and your roll number and your complete name. I'll call your name, and your task is to write in the chat option your name, complete name, your class, your section, your roll number, and you have to write present. Okay? Mustalfa. Okay. So let's do it now. Sayyada Sundarsan sir. Sayyada Sundarsan sir, are you there? If you're there, write present. Rumesa Adil. Rumesa Adil, beta, can you hear me? Are you there? Alishba Mariam Rizvi. Alishba Mariam Rizvi. Alishba Mariam Rizvi. Alishba Haq. Alishba Haq. Khadija Roshni. Khadija Roshni. Ashar Khan. Muhammad Ashar Khan. Muhammad Salman. Muhammad Salman. Tuba Ahmed. Tuba Ahmed. Abdul Rafi. Abdul Rafi. Fatima. Fatima. Zubia Sajid. Zubia Sajid. Abdullah Behlim. Abdullah Behlim. Huzaifa Amjad. Anas Adnan. Anas Adnan. Warda Pirzada. Warda Pirzada. Ushna. Ushna. Maha Mansoor. Maha Mansoor. Sayyida Mahalij. Sayyida Mahalij. Ikra Anwar. Maryam. Isha Hafiz. Mishal. Nabil Siddiqui. Musdalfa Amir. Anusha Zafar. Batul Munir. Zainab Fatma. Hiba Khan. Taha Ali. Nimra Qureshi. Abdullah Behlim. sorry, Muhammad Nimra Qureshi, Muhammad Abdullah Hassan, Muhammad Ahmad, Khadija Ali, Sadur Rahman Shamsi, Bibi Sharfun Nisa, Zayan Ahmad, Ehsan Laghari, Hamza Shakil, Hashir Shahir, Hira Shahid, Aima Kashif, Munawwar Fatma, Khadija Razak, Nawal Abid, Ayan Tariq, Minhal Abdul Rahman, Minhal, Ashir, Hamza bin Said, Maham, Maham, Zain, Huzaifa Ahmad, and Anas Ahmad Sheikh. If your name hasn't been called in this roll call, please make sure to check your group again. Maybe you belong to the other group. Okay, and there's a thing, I'll upload an oral assignment for you people. That is mostly practice. You don't have to do it in your neat copies, your classwork copies. Don't do it on your classwork copies. That is the practice. Once the copies are available in the market, you'll be given written assignments. Okay, and Maz beta, if you want to ask anything, please write it in the chat section. मिस मेरा नाम नहीं अच्छा आया, मेरा नाम नहीं आया. Huzaifa Ali, beta Huzaifa Ali, I'm not sure if your name is not there. Please check the other groups list. You might be in group B. And how are you all? I couldn't talk to you. No, if this was the first class, face-to-face class, the real classroom, it would have been fun. I've really missed you all, and I was really looking forward to meeting new children to teach. So all together, um, you know, I was really looking forward to having new children in my classroom, and I was really looking forward to meet my previous children again, to be their class teacher and to have, really close relationship. Huzaifa Ali, okay, I'll see to it that I solve your problem. Yes, Hamza said, I'm also missing those days. It was fun to be in the classroom with you people, but sometimes you people, you people mostly tend to cross your limits, but it's okay. You'll gradually, learn how to be respectful in what it is to be respectful towards your elders, and how it is to be respectful and frank at the same time. But it's all right, because you people are my children, and you know it's all right, it's fine. यस मेरा नाम नहीं आया. यस मेरा नाम भी नहीं आया. हुरैम बिन अथर, बेटा मे बी यू आर इन द सेकेंड ग्रुप. Please check. Okay, so this is it for today, I guess. We will inshallah meet tomorrow, and for now I'm signing off. Yes, samosa. So your samosa, I actually wanted to pay back this debt that I have. It's not actually a debt, it's a commitment. I'll fulfill it, don't worry. Sure, Hamza Shakil, sure. Okay, so for now, this is, end of the class, or we'll meet tomorrow, inshallah. And please study hard, please be serious, don't waste this time. And there is another request that I want to make. Please don't go out, especially with the boys. Please don't go out without any, very important thing. If you want to have any urgent thing to be done, only then you go out. Otherwise, don't go out, and stay at home, stay safe. I want all my kids to be, healthy and hale. I want you people to, you know keep away from this corona thing. It's real, and it's really very dangerous. Okay, take care of yourselves, take care of your family. Don't go out unnecessarily, and come to class in time tomorrow. Okay, I will be looking forward to meeting you people tomorrow. This is bye for now. Allah Hafiz.